Alright, what's up guys? This is Seasick. This is going to be my first attempt at a Dead is Dead playthrough of the Ultimate Skyrim mod pack on Skyrim Legendary Edition. I was kind of sitting around waiting for the new Special Edition version to come out. It's being called Wildlander, if I remember right. And I just couldn't wait any longer, so I'm going to attempt to do a Dead is Dead playthrough. Never done one before. I've played Ultimate Skyrim for quite a while. Never killed Alduin on this mod pack, but I figure I will try to do this, and it's also my first attempt at recording some YouTube videos, so see how this whole thing turns out. But this is our character. Just named him Eric. Gonna do 1 point in light armor to start. Do point in light armor, point in archery, and point in two-handed. Kind of going with super basic barbarian type build. I do have healing self rank 1 and candlelight. At some point, I'm probably gonna go into restoration and alteration, but not until much later in the game. So that being said, I'm just gonna quit wasting everybody's time and see if I can go get in some fights. I have a longbow and a steel greatsword. That was the items, and this is the armor that spawned in with. So all I've done is just go in and set up my MCMs. That's basically it. I basically play with a stock version of Ultimate Skyrim. The only changes I really make are I turn off the simple taxes mod just because I think it's I just don't like paying taxes. I don't want to pay taxes in my video games either. But see if we can't kill these without getting completely destroyed. A little rusty. I haven't played any Skyrim for a few weeks. I was trying to hold off and wait until Special Edition mod pack came out, but because I was tired of waiting. That's them two down. Hunterborn is in this mod, or in this mod pack, but I don't really feel like messing around with getting these right now. I'm just going to. I spawned with a few potions. I'm going to take one of these health potions and just walk my way over. To a little bandit camp that is over by the Shrine of Talos, and see if we can do that. Stand still here. Walk slowly. See if I can regenerate some stamina. Yeah, so I guess I'm planning on a little bit of a barbarian type build. Gonna go into two-handed archery, evasion, a little bit in block just to be able to not die when if somebody tries to hit me. Maybe in the end game some sort of restoration and enchanting, or not enchanting, restoration and alteration, just to kind of bolster my defenses a little bit. But I'm not gonna do any enchanting. I might mess around with a little bit of alchemy. I'm gonna try and keep from doing the whole make 50 million potions and sell them all and have infinite money, just because that kind of takes the fun out of it. But we started with the warrior stone. And I don't want to put that low, but in this mod pack, which I think is with all Requiem, when you pick your standing stone, you're stuck into basically like a family of standing stones, and if I remember right, the Lord Stone is in the same family as the Warrior Stone. So at some point, I'm sure I'll be switching over to the Lord Stone to deal with some of those mages and dragons and get some free magic resistance. That's probably not going to be for a while. Use the Warrior Stone to get some free extra damage. And I'm kind of wishing that it wasn't so foggy, because I know that there is archer in here. Usually there's an archer and then 2 heavy armor guys, but it sounds like somebody's fighting down here. I remember right, this guy's name is Tolfdir.
Hello there, fellow
Not even
traveler.
close.
One itinerant minstrel and
Sounded like he
wandering
killed
wastrel
somebody down here, though.
at your service.
But doesn't look like it. There's a bear down here, I think. I don't think I'm strong enough to be able to handle that yet. I'm level 1, so leave that for a minute and see if we can't take on these bandits. Like I said, this is my first attempt at a Dead is Dead playthrough, so if I had to guess, I'm probably going to die really early on, and this might not even make it onto YouTube, but we'll see. Looks like I completely whiffed that first shot. Maybe our boy over here will be able to help me out.
Huh?
Some of these guys. Hello? Take one of the potions. So I'm not. Oh, wow, okay.
Start running so I can stab you in the back.
I'm hoping that that is... Oh my gosh. That's scary. First bandit camp and I get a fireball thrown at me. I'm surprised that I lived to do that. Okay. I think that guy's the most dangerous one. He's dead now, so... I was watching some of Salty's videos, and I kind of learned this little corner backstep, like the diagonal backstep. Clearly, I'm not that good at it yet.
Just give up! I'll mount your head on my wall!
If you haven't watched those videos, which I'm assuming if you're watching my videos, you probably have, but you should definitely check his stuff out.
Go, try and...
Alright, one guy left. Sweet. We lived. I need to drink that because my guy is very thirsty. I'm gonna get into smithing at some point, but I'm gonna try and keep from doing the whole take everybody's gear and smelt it down when you finish a bandit location, just because that makes the game really boring. And trying to keep from like grinding as much as possible. I just want to try and have as much fun as I can. So this guy had a bunch of scrolls, but I'm definitely taking this staff. And looks like, I know these scaled helmets are pretty good, but I'm going to grab that too and see if it's actually better than this leather armor that I started with. Let's see. So that gives me slash rank 1. Slash rank 1. Okay. I mean, it definitely looks cooler. Oh, I need to turn these things off. Let me turn that off really quick. I think it's gender, base armor. That's it. Oh, and I need to turn off slot. I mean, this definitely looks cooler. And it's only 4 points of armor difference, so I'm just gonna wear this. Looks like... Okay, surprisingly, it's worse with Frostfall, but that's okay. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm going to drink another one of these because the last thing I want is to get caught by a random arrow. I think this is like a one-handed skill book. That's one thing that's kind of annoying, is like, I don't know if they just shuffled what the skill books are or what, but I remember a lot of these things used to be skill books, and sometimes they'll pop up that you gotta level up and sometimes they won't, so probably do some research into that and figure out what exactly is going on, but it's not too big a deal. Run over here to the little Shrine of Talos and pick up some of this stuff. There's a mod that adds these spell swords, if I remember right. Yeah, Elven Candle. It just adds a lot of, I don't remember the exact name of the mod, but it just adds a lot of pre-enchanted weapons around the world with spells in them. So this one has candlelight. I don't think I've ever really used one, but it's just a cool little flavor thing. I am a Nord. Oh, sorry. I am a Nord, so I may as well go ahead and use the Shrine of Talos and see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, fortify shouts. So it's not really gonna do me any good now, but Elven Mace, nice. It's not gonna do me any good yet, but at some point it'll come in handy. Dang, that is a nice find at this random encounter. That's pretty sweet. That's the first time I've ever found like enchanted light armor boots on this guy. Usually he just has the Almor robes and like maybe a random little potion or two, but it's I'm surprised that that worked out. So we've got a little bit of every resistance except for magic, but should be make us a little less susceptible to die to a random fireball. I think at this point I'm just going to run back towards Riverwood and sell off some of this stuff. I spawned in with a little bit of food on me and I ate that already, but I'd like to keep a little bit of a stockpile just in case I'm out somewhere and get caught out. That way I don't end up dying on my first Dead is Dead character to starving. That would be kinda lame, but let's see. We'll see how far we can make it. Wish this fog would go away. This game is pretty, it looks pretty good for being Legendary Edition, but obviously it's not anything next gen or anything like that. I mean, the game is 10 years old, so I still think it looks pretty good. My computer's not that beastly. It's I have a 2060 Super, RTX 2060 Super, and I forget exactly which CPU I have, but it's a few years old, and so I'm not sure how well it's gonna handle recording, but so far it seems to be doing fine. That's one thing. I'm not a big fan of the sounds that the wolves make when you shoot them. It sounds so pitiful. Makes me feel bad. That's another thing. I turned off the taking the harvesting takes time portion of Hunterborn, just because in its regular form it go ahead and field dress this guy too. It takes a freaking long time, and so when you have Frostfall and everything installed, it is a good way to all of a sudden be freezing cold or starving. So I think I know it's not like super immersive or anything, but it's just a quality of life type thing. There was one more guy around here. Let's see. That's right, I think he was over there. see if maybe I can do Bleak Fall, or not Bleak Falls, good lord. See if I can do Ember Shard. Maybe we'll call it an episode after that, but I'm gonna run back to town and sell a bunch of this stuff and try and get a few little health potions and things like that so I can be regenerating some health. I may cut this out, I'm not sure yet, but if I do, then I will see you guys in a minute. If I don't cut this out, sorry about that sniffle. I got a little bit of allergy mess going on right now, so it sounded a little funny and my nose is a little runny, but it's not corona. I had to take an at-home test the other day, so don't have to worry
one of
about
us
that.
has to do something.
I don't know what you overheard. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I'm not gonna use any of these one. Oh, wow, okay. Alright, this dude has 0 gold. That sucks. He does at least have 2 of these. Buy these just to give him a little bit of gold, and then I'm gonna come back and sell some of this stuff. Just for now. Let's see, does he have a backpack? He doesn't, but he does have a lantern. Oh, yeah, he does. Okay. Buy that. Guess I'm just gonna have to go back and forth with this guy until I can get all of this stuff. Backpack, travel lantern.
Damn
What else
thieves.
do I have?
As if things weren't bad enough.
18. Okay, that's fine for now. Oh, wow. Flawless ruby. I guess this came from one of the. I guess it came from that coin purse. Sold that, and then. I think that's all I need from him. One last quick check. How much food? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. Alright, so I have plenty of food. I'm going to take one of these health potions so I can fill back up. Let's run over and see what the blacksmith has. That's one
Ain't every
mod
day
that
we get
I think is
visitors
kind of
in
a cool
Riverwood.
touch is
Take a look.
whatever mod it is in here that adds that little stranger tag on somebody whenever you are speaking to them for the first time. It's a little bit neat. That would be nice, but I got a ways to go before I get there. Alright, so since we got the treasure map from those guys, I'm assuming everybody who's watching this knows, but the treasure chest for this treasure map is just on the other side of the river. We'll run over here and see, go ahead and put my travel lantern on and my backpack. I gotta remember the keybind to turn this up. I think. Nope, that is not it. There we go. That's it. That's another mod I love. Is this? I believe it's called A Closer Look. Kind of works as it's almost like the vanilla archery perk that lets you zoom in, which that's one kind of exploit that you do have option of doing is just using that, and it doesn't require any stamina, but it's a little bit cheesy. I usually do it a lot, but I'm going to try and refrain from doing it on this playthrough. I'm going to try and go a little bit more serious. So let's see. It's not bad. Pick up some of these little random alchemy ingredients. Because like I said, I'm sure at some point I'm going to at least get these first few perks. These are good. Just because if you get both, you can access all of the effects of each ingredient just by eating them one time. And this is right here is great, but requires 75 alchemy, and you have to go through both sides of the tree to get to it. And I just don't know if I'm going to go that far. Like I said, I've never been to the end game in Requiem. Usually I end up getting bored and have like a bad case of restart-itis, but I don't know why I'm not regenerating any stamina. So I'm gonna eat that and see if that'll fix my stamina regen. But usually I'm very bad about restarting a new build, so I'm hoping that recording these and putting them up on the internet, even if only a few people watch them, might convince me to stop from re-rolling characters every 3 days. So let's move up this way and see about taking on Embershard. This is like the standard start for every Skyrim Let's Play ever, but I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that should be up here. What is that? Oh, it's a rabbit. Okay. Get used to my keybinds. I changed them for some reason. Oh wow. Oh, Jesus. I've never seen that before. That was weird. I thought for sure I was going to have to go in there and chase after him, but it worked out in my favor. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a cough, but muted my mic, so that should be okay. Sweet, got my arrow back. A lot of water. Alright. I might put maybe 1 or 2 points into stamina. Or not stamina, 1 or 2 points into stealth. Sneak, just to kind of get those opening shots. Just like everybody else, when Skyrim first came out, I was really into the stealth archer. And I've played a little bit of it in Requiem, and it seems like it's definitely not as powerful as it was in vanilla Skyrim, but it's too much fun to be sneaking and drop 2 or 3 guys and then charge in with your battle axe. So that's it's kind of the plan for this character. Make my own weapons and armor. There's a mod in this mod pack that allows you to like take the services of wizards and blacksmiths to enchant and forge your own gear, which I think is pretty neat. I'll probably play around with getting my... Wow, that's nice. I'll play around with getting my gear enchanted, but I don't think it's a big... I don't think it's a big requirement just yet. Obviously, a character just started, so... Oh, dwarven armor already? Dang. Alright, let's see if I get lucky and there's beef stew in here. That's okay. Still restores stamina, so it's not bad. You know, several people have come back into the Requiem community recently playing Serenity 2, and I've only had a little bit of experience playing that mod pack. I played it for maybe 20 hours or so. I had a character in the, I'm gonna say mid-20s, and one thing that was very weird, I didn't expect for there to be the expanded dungeons. It was pretty cool, but it definitely caught me off guard. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh, that did not work out the way I thought it would.
Like the bite of a flea.
Alright. Okay. It's kind of lame smacking them over and over again, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, okay. I guess this is the guy that sits at the table.
I've had
Or
enough.
sits there by the
No more. I yield. I yield.
lock gate. Oh, right. Level up. That was okay. Let's go. Any search you? I'm not doing half bad so far. Thought recording it might make me a little nervous. Maybe not play as well, but doing okay so far. And this is, I learned this from you guys on Reddit. I think it's NBK something or other. It's the guy who did all the archery posts. I was watching a playthrough of him maybe a year ago, and saw him get that coin purse. I'd never seen that before, and all the time I've played Skyrim, I've never seen it, so I thought that was kind of cool. The game has been out for that long, and I'm still finding things. Wow, lockpicking. Alright, maybe that will, holy cow. Maybe that will keep me from having to spec into lockpicking to start with. These ancient texts, I think they have something to do with spell research, but that mod is very, I don't know, I guess confusing to me. I've never really sat down and figured anything out about it, so let's level up. I'm gonna put first perk in health, or first points in health. I'm gonna just alternate back between health and stamina to start with. Like I said, at some point later, probably go into some magicka, but for right now, just health and stamina. Let's see. So, I feel like we're doing okay with two-handed. Marksman's alright for now. This is okay. So let's put it in block, just because I'm gonna get these first 3 points, and that's gonna be it, but 25% less damage taken while I'm blocking. It's pretty good, so I'm going to, if you didn't know, you can drop these little box pouches, pick them back up, and it will reset the slot that you put them in. So it'll let you pick which slot you want to put it in. Back should work. Okay. Alright, let's try to sneak up on this because there's 3 guys here. There's the archer on the bridge, there's the person down at the forge, and then there's like the boss guy over here. I'm gonna see, usually what I try and do is sneak. Oh, okay, yeah, they already noticed me. I'm just gonna back up and, oh, somebody's got a crossbow. This is one thing I'm also doing new this playthrough, is playing without the compass. Usually I play with the compass, and you know, I was watching Salty's videos, and he plays without the compass, and several other of the Requiem guys play without compass, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die here, I got a feeling.
This is the end for you.
Lantern, if it would. Doesn't seem to want to come on. Okay, that's one guy down. He missed his attack. Now he's running. Alright, let's see if I can't figure out what's going on with this lantern. Oh, no wonder. It's because it's not on. I know that Archer guy is still up here. Yeah, I hear you. I hear him hitting. Oh, he's got a crossbow too. Okay, that's not good. Let's just sprint and hope that we don't get shot. Oh, okay, that didn't work. But there we go. Alright. Ember shard cleared. Ugh. Man, that is makes you, your heart starts beating. That was a fun fight. Made me nervous. Alright, let's see if I put that necklace on, if I can. I'm gonna take one of these poultices too. Let's see if I can. Okay, so I can technically lockpick this, but well, actually, this won't take me that long, I don't think. We'll see. This takes me more than a few tries. I'll just cut this. Okay, sweet. Sometimes the lockpicking, this mod pack can just be really tedious if you're not perked in. You know, most people take that first perk and then kind of leave it there, but there's one thing I actually did really like from the Serenity 2 mod pack is they had a mod that when your lockpick broke, instead of having to manually keep track of where it was, it would reset it to the position it was when it broke, which I thought that was pretty nice. Like, I guess it's kind of a little bit cheaty, but I don't know. I'm playing to have fun, not to, worry about which pixel my lockpick was sitting on, but go through and pick up all these little things. I've always thought this was so funny. The little bathroom back here. Sometimes you'll find like a potion of like cure disease or something back there, and especially at Valtheim Towers, I know there's that, and I always thought that was funny. This scale armor book. I do have the smithing books required, so usually I play with that turned off, but I figured I'd try and play with it on and see how difficult it makes, perking out the smithing tree. I know that they spawn in predetermined locations, but it could add a little bit more challenge to getting things figured out. I'm not gonna mess around with picking up these bolts. I'm not a big fan of crossbows. I know they're supposed to be like better, but I just don't really like them as much. I don't like the idea of them as much. I'm more of a bow and arrow guy, and I usually end up playing with long bows instead of the short bows, just because I like to kind of get one or two big hits on the guy and then finish him off with a two-hander. So playing with this guy, finish looting up this dungeon, and yeah, head out and go and drop off some of these items, sell some of these weapons and armor to the locksmith, and I think that'll be the end of the episode. I guess you could technically clear through Ember Shard backwards. I've never done it, but maybe if/when this character dies, we'll give that a shot on the next character. Just come out here and run back. Always gets a little bit kind of laggy running up on these expanded towns and villages. I love the way they look, but it is a little bit taxing. I guess just where Skyrim is so old, it isn't exactly the greatest on performance. I'm going to talk to
Did I
Fandel
see you talking to Sven?
and
Maybe.
get this little
He's
quest.
a bard. Thinks his ballads and
I'll never
sonnets are going to
forget
convince
the
Camilla
first time I did
Valerius
this
to
quest.
marry him.
I
As if
completely
she would
goofed it
say
up.
yes.
I was trying to
An intelligent, beautiful woman
trying
like
to
her
speed
wouldn't
through
fall
it,
for that nonsense.
kind of like I'm doing right now.
I've been thinking.
And
Could you give her this
I
letter
didn't
and
see
say,
the
tell me as soon as you've given
little
Camilla
lie
the letter.
prompt when you go to talk to Camilla, and I ended up telling her about, oh yeah, Faendal is lying to you, and here's this fake letter. This was back when the game first came out, and I was on Xbox, so we didn't have any sort of like
Maybe
easy
you could
way
talk some
to.
sense into my pig-headed brother.
Didn't have any sort of easy way
Another
to
hope. What's
level up
the-
your archery.
You can tell Sven that he
and,
already has a mother.
Being heavy into sneak
not
archery,
sure
I was
anymore.
devastated
Take a
when I
look.
found out that I messed that up. If I remember right, I think I actually went back and started a new character. Oh, this guy has 0 gold.
Until next time.
Get back to
Sent
clean.
to the blacksmith.
Whatever. Take a look.
Alright. I'm gonna sell this. Some people play with the... Even though it is better than my... Well... No, I'll
Good
swap
day.
it. Usually I do play with the battle axes, but at least for right now it's also well made, so
You
I'll
looking
just
for?
keep
Take a
this
look.
long mace for now. Sell these, sell this, sell this. Get rid of these. And I guess I'll get rid of these. I'm gonna keep these right now. So at some point I'll get into smithing. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this book, and then our next level up, I may put into smithing. Go ahead and get that started because it does take a really long time to level up your smithing. Okay, I've got that favorited. Set up my keys. It does take a really long time to get that started. I do have. Let's see. I think it's Requiem Plus is one of the mods. It just fixes some weird little bugs. There is a less grindy crafting. I'm not gonna do that. And then the only other really main changes I made to Requiem themselves is I turned off the visual effects for poison. It makes me feel sick. It's so crazy. So I turned that off. And then I turn off the exhaustion does not disarm, because I feel like early on you just run out of stamina so fast already. I don't want my character to die just because now I ran out of stamina and now there's 14 guys on me. I'm sure at some point when I've played long enough I might turn that back on, but for now it's staying off. So anywho, this is the first episode. Let's see about getting this uploaded and looking at maybe making another one this weekend. So we'll see about maybe putting out maybe like one video a week to start with. Like I said, I've never made any YouTube videos before. This is my first attempt at it, and I've never played Dead is Dead before, so we'll see how long my character lasts and see how long I last making YouTube videos, but hopefully it'll be for a while. So anyways, hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving, and yeah, this is C6 signing out.